complete.
Welcome, everyone, to the Tethys Shipyards Strategic Analysis Division, where we study the conflicts of the past and extrapolate the conflict and speculate the conflicts of the future. I am Takeshi Yamato, the Yardmaster, joining our host and strategic analyst, the Housecoat Gamer.
Yo.
We're wrapping up our TMP-era Trek Wars campaign today with Mission 10. I think we titled this one Accord?
Yeah, specifically Kidmer Accord. Haha.
Right.
Yeah, this is pretty much universal for both sides.
Planetary research complete.
Right.
Close the rift.
Yeah, this is your basically final evacuation from the Moore's galaxy and closing the rift. Obviously, Isard and her Imperial forces are going to be hounding you every step of the way, but
what else?
Yeah.
Alter course.
This is mostly going to be one final holding action from the reserve fleet.
Station complete.
Holding off the Imperial forces while everybody else evacuates through the portal. And then on the other side, you need to figure out a way to close the rift. This will likely involve reason plus science checks, or possibly insight plus science. And
of course, it's not just going to be
planetary research
reserve
complete.
Fleet doing all the work. There will be some prime fleet people doing
Enemy vessels approaching.
job. We're just
Helm,
showing off
new course
the
heading.
POS ships for the sake of flavoring.
yeah.
Nothing of interest detected.
Yeah. The reserve fleet will be like the main forces, the main holding line forces, but any main fleet ships that have gotten repairs,
Let's go.
either in decent states of repair, will be assisting.
Which brings us to the other end of the spectrum.
The Klingons. Klingons are basically the same thing. You're fighting to hold off the Imperial forces while you make your way back through. You tried to conquer this other galaxy, but it proved a bit too much.
Weapon research is complete.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ormang from that one house. And you have to pull back all your forces in the Moore's galaxy, so that you can help fight off that Ormang.
Move.
Yeah.
I personally blame the Romulans for the whole thing. Speaking of the Romulans, we're gonna have to deal with them at some point, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to have to do a Romulan Trek Wars campaign. It's going to be a bit different.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Goes. What is it now?
Regardless.
Yes, regardless. For the Klingon side, again, most of the main fleet forces will have been will be in various states of repair, after all the fighting that has been done already. So the ships in the best condition will likely be members of the reserve fleet. And all available warriors with experience fighting in this other universe will be crewing these reserve ships, including your character.
Weapon research is complete.
Yeah, including your player characters.
That said, the Empire is not gonna make it easy. And, well, they might just get through.
Go.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Yeah, you are in for a bad day because you've got at least one of these things after you, and maybe something worse.
Yeah. And
Depends on the status of
An
the eclipse,
Imperial
too.
fleet is under attack.
yeah. And if this thing gets through the portal into the Trek universe, well,
Well, your day is about to get a lot worse. And closing
Moving
that
to work
rift,
area.
which is going to require isolytic burst weaponry, which, by the way, is partially why this whole thing has the name Cord.
ah,
Yeah, you're gonna need subspace weapons, tricobalt explosives, you name it, it's probably gonna be used to close the rift.
yeah. And is probably going to lead to the whole thing about such weapons being banned as of the Khitomer Accords. But once you close the portal, whether you're Federation or Klingon, that's it. That's the campaign.
This entire campaign
As you
has been
command.
one disaster
Yes,
after
sir.
another.
Hyperspace jump complete. All ahead. Forward.
Yeah.
Moving
On
to
the
sector.
and on the flip side, the fleet of whichever faction made the journey over is going to need a lot of repairs.
Moving to sector.
And in the case
Well,
of the Klingons,
as you
there's going
command.
to be a lot of political upheaval.
Yes.
Which, kind of ironically, is what they were trying to avoid.
Yes. And on the other side of the galaxy, well, you've probably kicked off. Depending on the time frame, you've kicked off some of the expanded universe events a lot sooner than they probably would have been normally.
Including the death of the Emperor, the destruction of the Death Star 2, Izard. Hell, you've probably even brought the Vong in decades sooner than required. Congratulations, you bastard.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice job breaking it, hero.
An
Then
Imperial
again, we
fleet
kind
is
of
under
enjoy
attack.
that sort of thing.
Yeah. Note, GMs. If you want to cover the war side of things after all this upheaval has happened, and possibly some people have managed to recover minor samples of Trek tech, well, look into the Fantasy Flight Games / Edge Studios Star Wars role-playing system with the narrative dice. That can easily work with this.
Again,
I will-
essentially your job is basically just GTFO.
Yeah. Yeah, play. Once you've once Starfleet or the Klingons have GTFO'd from the universe, from the Star Wars universe, and closed the portal, then this campaign is done. However you want to follow it up
Moving to work area.
afterward is
Moving
up
to
to
work
you.
area.
And again, if you want to follow it up from the wars side, that the FFG narrative system is definitely definitely something that I would recommend for that. Not Star Trek Adventures. Star Trek Adventures is geared towards Trek, but the narrative dice system from Fantasy Flight Games, definitely.
So I suppose this is the last time we're probably going to be seeing the
As you command.
Executor jump into hyperspace.
Maybe we might do other Trek Wars campaigns,
Moving to sector.
So let's watch.
but
So as soon as the ship jumps into hyperspace, we'll be swimming over
Moving
the
to
cave
sector.
too,
yeah,
for our little outro.
Yes.
Jump, damn you.
Moving to sector.
As you command.
Moving to work area.
And just in case anyone's wondering, what if the ships get through? Well, you have the massed lines of the entire Prime Fleet to
Alert the
deal
crew.
with the problem.
Yeah.
All hands to battle stations.
Represented
It's
here by, it's an awful lot of boats.
Yeah. It's going to be a really nasty fight, but they can still deal with it. And so, that is the end of this Trek Wars TMP era campaign.
TNG is only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Especially since Tucker and I have had a bit of a nightmare moment.
Yes. A nightmare moment. I think we're going to go with the most likely scenario with that one, but you'll figure that out when it happens. So, yeah.
Bye-bye.